What you're about to see is one of many chocolate taste tests that we did during our time here in Britain. You see, we have a lot of chocolate to try. This is just a small fraction of all the things we're gonna eat. And we can't do it all at one time, and we can't do it all in one video. So we're gonna have a series of short videos where we taste all different kinds of chocolatey goodness. If you're new here, hi, I'm Dara, and I created Magenta Otter Travels as a place where Brits and Anglophiles from around the world can gather and talk about British stuff, including British chocolate. So here we go with today's taste test. For today's chocolate taste test, we will be tasting Mars bars from the UK, the Milky Way bar from the US, and the Snickers with Almond bar. I will explain why we are tasting these three side by side in a moment. But first, let me tell you my qualifications for doing this chocolate taste test. In my 20 years of working for food companies doing marketing, I did work for 2 different chocolate companies, each for a couple years. And so I know a little bit about chocolate. I am not a chocolate expert, but I do know a little bit. And I've also been eating chocolate for over half a century. So you have that too. Okay, what about you?
My name is Ian, and I am a chocoholic.
He's a huge chocoholic, and I have a story to tell about that, which I'll probably tell in the next video. But Ian not only is a chocoholic, chocolate lover, but he's also eaten a lot of chocolate in both Britain and the US, would you say?
That is true.
So
Definitely.
when you were a kid and you spent your summers in Britain, what would you eat?
Mars bars,
Mm-hmm. And what else?
Smarties,
Which in the UK are chocolate, like cousins to M&Ms. They're not the Smarties we have in the US.
yep, and of course everything Cadbury,
Right.
especially fruit and nut.
All right, so we will be eating Cadbury in a later taste test, but today let's get to talking about what we're tasting today. So, if you are an old person like us, you might remember that Mars bars in the US were a chocolate bar that was nougat with a caramel layer, almonds on top, all enrobed in milk chocolate. Did you know those don't exist anymore?
No, I had no idea.
Yeah, so when we were kids, that's what a Mars bar was in the US. But that has been replaced with this. So this is an American candy bar. It's a Snickers bar. The normal Snickers bar is nougat with a layer of caramel and then peanuts enrobed in milk chocolate. But this is a Snickers Almond.
Much better than peanuts.
Yes, definitely. So why is the Milky Way here? Well, because an American Milky Way is nougat with a caramel layer enrobed in milk chocolate, and that's what a UK Mars bar is. So
Interesting.
it's kind of weird. I remember the first time I came to the UK with you, and I'm like, the Mars bars don't have almonds. So I didn't understand that. But so we're gonna try these 2 things, which should be similar. Then we're gonna try this too. So I'm gonna slice into each one of these beauties.
Definitely see the caramel and nougat.
Oh,
Ooh, a lot more caramel.
yeah. The Milky Way has a lot more caramel.
Huh.
Okay.
We need to show that to the
Yeah, I will. Okay, so here is the Mars bar, and here's the Milky Way. You see, there's so much more chocolate in the, there's so much more caramel layer in the Milky Way.
There's the Snickers.
And then here's the Snickers with almond. They gotta pack those almonds in there, so there's not as much nougat. So here is a bit of Mars bar. Take that.
Takes me back to my childhood.
You can definitely taste the fluffy nougat and also the creamy caramel, which some people call caramel. Which are you? Are you the caramel or the caramel?
Caramel.
This is the Milky Way. It's harder to taste the nougat layer, I think, because there's just so much caramel.
But I like that better because I'm not a big nougat fan.
I like it better too because the caramel had a really good flavor. So, like a Three Musketeers bar is only nougat, and I just don't think those are as good because caramel makes everything better.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like butter, my butter motto. Butter makes everything better. Cheese makes everything better. Caramel makes everything better. Okay, now we're upping the ante one more time and having the Snickers with almond.
And the nougat is light. It's really light on this.
Oh yeah, yeah. Look at the dark color of the nougat in the Milky Way and then the light color of the nougat in the Snickers with almond.
That's my favorite. I like having crunch.
Yeah.
But use a little more caramel on it.
Yeah, I think they were a little stingy on the caramel. You can see that there's so much more caramel layer, but they're packing those expensive almonds in there. And the nougat it's a little bit more dense and chewy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as fluffy as the nougat is in the Mars bar. But I feel like the nougat in the Mars bar and the Milky Way is very similar nougat.
Yeah.
It's not.
Almost makes you think they're the same. They source things from the same place.
Well, I think the recipe is pretty similar, but then the Snickers nougat.
The Snickers is completely different.
I mean, it just says nougat.
I've always loved Snickers. With almonds, it's one step up.
Yeah.
The peanut.
So our conclusion from this is that the Snickers with almond, the vintage American Mars bar, is the best. Please let us know your opinion of any of these candy bars, and let us know your favorite chocolate bar in general, because we're going to be eating a lot of chocolate the next several weeks, so who knows, we may even try whatever you recommend. If you'd like to check out some more of my British food videos, there are plenty of them on the channel. And to make sure that you are in the loop for the next one, be sure to subscribe and click the bell. Thanks so much for watching, and do something good in the world today.